Hi everyone, welcome to a special edition of Storytime with Miss Sarah. Today is a special Indigenous person celebration. I wanted to do something a little bit different, something where maybe you could learn something, because I learned some things as I was getting ready for this story time. So I talked over with NOON, which stands for Neighbors of the Onondaga Nation. And something they told me was whenever they start a meeting, NOON, they start with, "We acknowledge that we are on the territory of the Onondaga Nation, Council Fire of the Haudenosaunee Confederacy. We are thankful for their stewardship of our environment." And I really liked that opening. I thought that was really beautiful. And something else they told me was about this Thanksgiving address that the Onondaga Nation uses for their meetings. And so I have some information right here. The Haudenosaunee tradition teaches us that peace requires gratitude. We are thankful for the living world. Our relationship to the earth is the basis of our sustenance and our peacefulness. Our Mother Earth connects us to a perpetual process of creation, and she continues to provide all we need to be happy and healthy. And then I'm just gonna share my screen because I want to show you this picture. So right here it says, "The Haudenosaunee leaders begin the journey with a Thanksgiving address by Syracuse Peace Council." So I thought that was cool. They're all getting ready to share this beautiful address. And it is a little on the long side. I won't be able to read all of it. But again, I'm going to share my screen. You can just find it yourself by just typing Onondaga Nation Thanksgiving address if you want to see the whole thing, because like I said, it is very beautiful. So instead of my traditional hello song, I'm going to start off by reading some of this. "Today we have gathered and we see the cycles of life continue. We have been given the duty to live in balance and harmony with each other and all living things. So now we bring our minds together as we give greetings and thanks to each other as people. Now our minds are one." And then you can see that it goes on. So that was for the people. Then we thank the earth mother, we thank the waters, we thank the fish, the plants, the food plants, the medicine herbs, the animals, the trees, the birds, the four winds, the thunders, the sun, grandmother moon, the stars, the enlightened teacher, the creator. And then here's our closing words. "We have now arrived at the place where we end our words. Of all the things we have named, it was not our intention to leave anything out. If something was forgotten, we leave it to each individual to send a greeting and thanks in our own way. Now our minds are one." So I just thought that was really beautiful, and I wanted to share that with you, especially since, we're near the Onondaga Nation. I actually have a friend who works at one of the schools. So today I'm going to read some really cool stories. I'm going to start with this one because it makes me think of that Thanksgiving address where one of the things we thanked was the water. And this book is called "We Are Water Protectors." Oh, and this is by Carol Lindstrom, and it is illustrated by Michael Goad. And just a little bit about the authors. Carol Lindstrom is Anishinaabe Métis and is tribally enrolled with the Turtle Mountain Band of Ojibwe. Sorry, my cat just tripped over himself. She was born and raised in Nebraska and currently makes her home in Maryland. A fierce water protector herself, Carol writes about the connection between her culture and the land, speaking up for all the voices that cannot speak for themselves. Michaela Gold, sorry about that, I think I said Michael before, it's Michaela Gold, is of Tlingit descent and is tribally enrolled with the Central Council of the Tlingit and Haida Indian tribes of Alaska. She grew up in the rainforest and on the beaches of Juana, Alaska, where she lives today. And I apologize too if I pronounce any of those names wrong. Water is the first medicine, Nokomis told me. So, see, that's the little girl, and she's with her. It looks like that's with her. She's with her grandma. We come from water. It nourished us inside our mother's body. As it nourishes us here on Mother Earth, water is sacred, she said. We stand with our songs and our drums. We are still here. The river's rhythm runs through my veins, runs through my people's veins. And I am in love with these illustrations. They are just so beautiful. I am in awe of this illustrator. My people talk of a black snake that will destroy the land. That sounds scary. I can see something here. It will spoil the water, poison plants and animals, wreck everything in its path. Oh no, and so the animals are trying to run away. When my people first spoke of the black snake, they foretold that it wouldn't come for many, many years. So there's grandma, and she's telling her. They don't think it's gonna happen, but sounds like it is happening now. Yeah, it says right here. Now the black snake is here. Its venom burns the land, courses through the water, making it unfit to drink. Oh no, that's not good, because we need water to drink. Take courage. I must keep the black snake away from my village's water. I must rally my people together. Also, look, she's gonna stand up. She's gonna try and help. She's gonna try and fight. That's good, and that's very brave of her. To stand for the water, to stand for the land, to stand as one against the black snake. So look, it's not just her. Look at everyone, they wanna help. We stand with our songs and our drums. We are still here. It will not be easy. Oh no, that looks scary. She's right. I don't think it's going to be an easy journey. We fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. The winged ones, crawling ones. Oh yeah, because people aren't the only ones who need water. Look at those birds need it. The bugs need it. The four-legged, the two-legged, the plants, trees, rivers, lakes. Yeah, there is just so much that needs water. Where would we be without water? I don't think we wouldn't be here. We need water. And everything, and then it goes to the earth. We are all related. Another beautiful illustration. Tears like waterfalls stream down, tracks down my face, tracks down my people's faces. So see, they're sad because, you know, the black snake's ruining their water. Water has its own spirit, Nokomis told me. Water is alive. Water remembers our ancestors who came before us, she said. We stand with our songs and our dreams. We are still here. We are stewards of the earth. Our spirits have not been broken. They're still fighting. Or even look, they're up in the turtle. standing together. We are water protectors. We stand. The black snake is in for the fight of its life. And that is awesome. They're all together. They're all going to take a stand. And I think that's beautiful. That was the end of that. I just want to read one thing. The Water Protector Pledge. And this is something you can say too. Yeah, I'll do it like this. I will do my best to honor Mother Earth and all its living beings, including the water and land. I will always remember to treat the earth as I would like to be treated. I will treat the winged ones, the crawling ones, the four-legged, the two-legged, the plants, trees, rivers, lakes, the earth, with kindness and respect. I pledge to make this world a better place by being a steward of the earth and a protector of the water. See, now I'll show it to you so you can see what it says too. I'll make sure. There, and I think, again, that's a beautiful pledge, and it's something you can do, something very easy. Try help out the world, the earth. And so didn't that have the most beautiful pictures? It's such a good story. And now we're going to look at We Are Grateful. And that was written by Tracy Sorelle and illustrated by Ron Lisek. And so Tracy Sorelle was born and raised in the Cherokee Nation and regularly participates in her tribe's celebrations and events. When she isn't writing, she travels with her husband and son. This is her first picture book. She began writing for young people when she noticed a lack of children's books that feature contemporary Native Americans. And yes, that's very true. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this story time, so I could show you all the amazing books there are, which sadly there's not a lot, but there's getting to be more. Okay, so I'm probably gonna have a lot of trouble pronouncing this one because the pronunciation of the tricky word is only on the first page, but I'm gonna try my best because that's how you learn, right? Cherokee people say, "O Jali He Lika," to express gratitude. It is a reminder to celebrate our blessings and reflect on struggles daily throughout the year and across the seasons. That is beautiful, and that's a really cool picture. I'm going to keep my finger here so I can go back to that pronunciation key. When cool breezes blow and leaves fall, we say, "O Jali He Liga." So the fall, that's what the season we're in right now, is fall. As shell shakers dance all night around the fire and burnt cedars scent drifts upward during the great new moon ceremony, as we clean our houses, wear new clothes, enjoy a feast, and forget old quarrels to welcome the Cherokee New Year. So this is one of their ceremonies. While we collect buckbrush and honeysuckle to weave baskets, to remember our ancestors who suffered hardship and loss on the Trail of Tears. And we have hope as our Elisi, grandma, cradles the newest member of the family and reveals his Cherokee name. Oh, little baby. As bears sleep deep and snow blankets the ground, we say, "O J Li He Liga." So, oh yeah, this is what we're going to be seeing soon. Lots and lots of snow. Well, elders share stories, and we savor buttery bean bread and steamy hominy soup when we feed our animals and bird friends. As older children teach the younger ones how to make corn husk dolls and play cane flutes. Well, this looks fun. I like that, the older ones helping the younger ones. Do you help your little brother or sister, or maybe your little cousin, next door neighbor who's younger than you? We gather to remember an uncle who has passed on. Men cuddle babies and sing traditional lullabies in Ravagi, Cherokee. When showers fill streams and shoot springs up, we say, O Jali He Liga. So now it's spring. Did you notice that we're going through the seasons in this book? While men sing, asking for thunder and lightning, protection of the emerging sprouts that women tend, as we gather wild onions, spring's first food, and serve them with hen's eggs, as we practice patience to sew pucker toe moccasins and coil clay to build beautiful pots. As we plant ahni, strawberries, and ancestral stories, sweet-smelling reminder not to argue with each other, as we embrace a clan relatives heading off to serve our country. I think this one has really nice pictures too. As the crops mature and the sun scorches, we say, O Ja Li He Li Ga. So now we're on the summer season in the book. When we grasp our gigs and wade into the cool creek to catch crawdads for supper, as we sink our teeth into the season's first harvest at the green corn ceremony, while we click-clack sticks, chase a small ball, and feeling it high at the stickball game pole. Here's the summer activities. Those look fun. When we recall the ancestors' sacrifices to preserve our way of life, to celebrate New Lestani Dolu history, and listen to our tribal leaders speak at Cherokee National Holiday. Every day, every season, O Ja Li He Li Ga, we are grateful. And then this picture is really cool because you get to see all the seasons together. That was it. So I really liked that one too. I liked that we got to learn some different words and that I had the pronunciation guide, which helped. And I still have one book left. I'm actually not going to read the whole book for this one. As you can see, I marked some pages to read. So what this is actually pictures that the artist drew with what they mean. And the artist's name is George Littlechild. He is a member of the Plains Cree Nation, which is part of the Cree Nation, the largest Indian nation in Canada. His work is celebrated for its exciting use of color and its theme from his Plains Cree background and its spirit of playfulness. His paintings have been shown in galleries across Canada, in the United States, and in Europe and Japan. So yeah, it's Storks are all over. So I liked all of them, but I picked some of my favorites. I narrowed it down a little. Oh, and the book is called This Land, and This Land is My Land, in case you want to borrow it from the library too. Columbus first saw. When Columbus came to the Americas 500 years ago, he looked at the people he saw and called us Indians because he was on his way to India. The man on my painting is looking at Columbus and he is totally surprised. I too would have been surprised if I had been there. Who are these men whose skin is so pale? Have they come from the spirit world to guide us? What do they want, these men who are not like us? I remember hearing about Columbus at school when I was a boy. The teacher said he was a great man because he had discovered America. Even then, I wondered how Columbus could have discovered America when my people were already here. Since Columbus came to the Americas, my people have lost most of our land, and we have suffered much. Knowing what I do now about our history, I would have offered Columbus a meal and a place to stay and treated him as a guest, but I would not have allowed him to take away our land. So here's a close-up of the picture. Let's see our next one. Oh, I like this one a lot. In memory of the Sioux warriors. This painting of a horse spirit honors the Sioux warriors who died at the Battle of Little Bighorn. It is a memorial piece to Indigenous people who fought and died for their land. Like the Sioux, my ancestors were Plains Indians. We hunted the buffalo. We rode horses. The horse is a sacred animal for us. In this picture, horse's clothing moves as if he wants to dance. Bright, happy colors of the rainbow adorn him. The star emblem in the middle of his chest represents the morning star. The star slowly fades away at the break of dawn, welcoming the beginning of a new day. The little pink and purple horses in the background come from the toy store. Do you know those bags of plastic cowboys and Indians on horses you can buy? They are the same horses. So that is a pretty cool painting. I really liked that one. I think that one might be my favorite. Okay, that's my next one. I think I have one more after this. Red horse in a sea of white horses. After my parents died, I was taken in by a white family, and I went to an all-white school. It wasn't easy. The white students used to call me a fat, ugly, stupid Indian. I didn't even know what an Indian was. I heard this every day, and when I didn't hear it, I imagined it. Eventually, I believed I was all those things they said about me. Now that I'm grown up, I know that those people were wrong. In this picture, an Indian warrior sits atop a red horse. Not at home in his own territory. This red horse lives among the white horses who find him different and don't understand him. The red horse was taught that he is always wrong and whites are always right. That is why the check marks appear on the white horses. The red horse represents me. So I think that's very sad that the other kids were mean to him and they made fun of him. And you should never make fun of someone just because they don't look like you. That is just a very hurtful thing to do. So I hope none of you are making fun of anyone. Here's the last one I'm going to show you. Indian artist visits New York, New York. This painting is about my first visit to New York City. What a great time I had. I loved the tall buildings, the crowds of people, the huge stores, the fancy restaurants, and the art. It was amazing. There were paintings that had photographs in them. Others had fabric and buttons. There were paintings on canvas with wood and straw. When I returned home, I began to experiment with mixed media. My paintings became multi-layered with beads, feathers, and photographs. In 10 days, my world had changed. Yes, that is a photograph of me standing ever so small beside the large towers. It's the last picture I'm showing you. So again, if you want to borrow this book, called This Land Is My Land by George Littlechild, so you can see the rest of the pictures. So that's it. I hope you learned something new, and I encourage you to keep learning. We have a lot of great books. We have books about Sitting Bull, Sacagawea, Red Cloud, Black Elk. So any Native American you want to learn about, just ask a librarian and we'll be happy to help you find something new to learn. So I hope everyone has a good day, and I'll see you next time.